Thanks, Dad, for joining me again this evening for our weekly sessions getting to know George.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity.
So I thought we could continue with where we left off in your work in the Royal Air Force. The last time we spoke, you had finished your technical training and you had moved up north to Anglesey in England and you were working and there. So why don't
Yeah.
we pick up from there, Dad?
Okay, I had returned from my advanced course and I was now considered a fully trained technician and started working on aircraft. I was also at the level of training where I was capable of pretty much working on any area of the aircraft that electrical training was involved. While I was there, I became a close friend of a corporal technician from Trinidad whose name was Patrick Nagar, Nagar. He had returned from a posting in Malta with his wife and three kids. At the time, he was not able to get quarters on the base and was allocated quarters near Liverpool. And this was when I would go to Aunt Joni in Liverpool at weekends. I would travel with him to its base and I would catch a train in Chester, which was maybe 20 minutes or so from Liverpool. And I would return and meet him at Chester on the way back on a Sunday evening. So that I would go up to Liverpool for a weekend.
Okay.
And that was good on weekends when I didn't go to Liverpool. I would spend the weekend with his family. In other words, they had, once he got quarters on the base, I would spend the weekend with them, playing games and, that sort of thing.
Okay, good.
Okay,
Thank you, Dad.
so
Could you sit back a little bit?
he,
Could you sit back a little bit?
yes, he,
How long were you
so,
in Anglesey?
huh?
How long were you in Anglesey?
Anglesey, I was in Anglesey. I got posted there,
Is it
and
Anglesey or Anglesey?
pardon?
Should I change my microphone?
Why, I can hear you.
You keep having to lean forward to hear me. Let me see if
No,
I
no,
can.
it's just that's what I'm comfortable. I can hear you okay.
Okay. Um, is it Anglesey or Anglesey?
Anglesey,
Angle
Anglesey.
Anglesey. Okay. Okay, go ahead. So you
Oh,
were there for how long?
I was there for, I went there, I got 6 months training. I went there for a year, went back on a year's training to Melksham and then back. So I would have gone there in 1961 and I left there in 1967. So that's
You
5,
were there for 6 years.
yes.
Oh, I didn't realize you were there for that long.
Well, including the 1 year away, the training for a year in Melksham.
Okay.
I went
So,
back there.
so you were in Anglesey for 5 years.
I would say I did 9 years. I was in Anglesey for, I went to school there for, when I go, I went to college from Anglesey in Bangor for 4 years.
So it was about
I think all told, I spent 5 years at Anglesey, 1 year at Melksham, 1.5 years at Melksham. That's what,
6.5 years.
6.5 years. I spent 6 months in London at FRAF. So I'm not remembering the name of that base. But when mom was expecting you, they posted me to the London area.
Oh, okay.
So I would live.
But they
I
didn't
lived
do
at
that with
home.
Diane and Angela?
Huh?
They did not do that when Mum was expecting Diane, Angela, or
No,
Rosalind?
because we weren't married then.
Oh, gotcha.
But we are married with you, and that was one of the perks. So rather than get quarters up in Anglesey, they allowed me to come to RAF. Gosh,
That's okay. How long were you in, how long were we in Germany and Holland?
I was in Germany from September 2 years, September 1967 to September 1969.
Okay, 2 years. Okay.
But I
Okay,
did
got it. So
spend,
a year and a half in, what was it, Merksham?
yes, Melk, MELKSHAM.
M as in Mary,
Yes,
ELK, Melksham?
yes.
Okay. A year and a
That's
half in,
where that's where they train the electrical people.
okay, so a year and
The
a half in
electrical and
Melksham,
instrumentation people were trained at Melksham,
a year,
RAF Melksham.
a year and a half in Melksham, 5 years in Anglesey, 6 months in London, 2 years in Germany and Holland, for a total of 9 years.
It adds up to 9?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Okay,
You
good.
don't forget 7 weeks at 7 weeks at Bridgenorth.
That was before Melksham.
Yes,
That was your basic training.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Basic training, Melksham 6 months, Valley a year, back to Melksham for a year, back to Valley for the rest of that time, and from Valley to London area for 6 months, and from there to Germany for 2 years.
And Germany included the time in Holland?
Yes, I only lived in Holland. We
Okay.
were based there. Only had a house there for a year or so
Okay.
before we got quarters in Geilenkirchen in Germany.
Okay. Okay, good. So while you were in Anglesey, you said that's called Valley something?
RAF Valley was the name of the base.
RAF Valley was the name of the base. So while you were in the 5 years in the RAF Valley, and you were working on, developing your skills, you're being trained. Um, During that time, you also decided to expand and go to school and get your polytechnic training.
Yes, I went to college in Bangor, Bangor, which was maybe half an hour from the base. It was on the mainland.
It was not in Wales?
It was in Wales, but not on Anglesey.
Okay, so it was in Wales. And
Yes,
it was
and
a
the town was
polytechnic
Bangor,
institute.
Bangor.
And it was a polytechnic institute you went to?
Yes, what they called at the time. It's not operating anymore. They've upgraded to another name and all that sort of thing. It was a
And
technical college.
what was the certification that you got?
I got ordinary national certificate in electrical engineering.
An ordinary national certificate in electrical engineering.
Yes.
So did that make you eligible to train to become a PEng?
No, no. And over there it would have been eyes. What had happened was I did that course. I got for my Air Force training, I got what is I got to do the course in less than the usual time. The course, hello,
Hello?
yeah, the course was I did a certificate in engineering for the first year. It was a 2-year course, and I was able to do it in 1 year.
And they called it in engineering. They didn't call it like engineering technology or
No, it was a
engineering.
certificate in engineering, which was actually the training in the use of engineering tools and equipment. It was a certificate in engineering. I should pull it out and I should have had it here.
That's okay. You can pull it out for the next time, or you can send me an email.
But I was exempt. It was a 2-year course and I did it in one because I was exempt the first year because I had O levels in math and physics, math, English, and whatever. But I had a math, O level in math.
Good, good.
So I was able to do that course, and then I did the ordinary 3-year course, and I was able to do it in 2 years.
Okay.
And then the next following that was a higher national certificate, and I did the first year before I was posted to Germany. I didn't get to complete the higher national.
So you got the national certificate, but you didn't complete the higher national
No,
certificate.
yes, I completed the first year of the higher national. It was a 2-year course. I completed the first year,
Yes. And
and then I was
before that you had gotten the regular national certificate,
ordinary.
the ordinary national
Yes,
certificate. Got it. Thank you. So let's turn a little bit, talk about
I'm not seeing
family.
you.
Pardon me?
I'm not seeing you.
You don't see me?
No.
No, my
Know what
videos.
happened?
Where did I go? Can you see you?
No, I can't see anything. It says activate services. Maybe I should click on that.
Activate services? No. X that out.
Okay, yeah, driver activate. That is what causing the problem.
Okay, so thanks, Dad. That's this certificate. Welsh Joint Education Committee, General Course in Engineering. This is to certify that George Bancroft Lawrence passed the examination of the course in the following 4 subjects and reached the standard specified: mathematics, engineering science, engineering drafting, and you need to lift it up a little higher, and workshop processes and materials. Okay, there you go.
I don't remember these things, and it's so long ago that
I didn't, what year was that? Is there a year printed on that?
no,
Probably near the bottom.
yeah, there's no date on it.
No date. Interesting.
No date.
It's not signed by anybody, nothing like that.
It's signed. The signatures at the bottom, but there are no dates. Let me look on the back here. No dates, but I can tell you I would have done this in 1963, I think.
1963. Okay, got it. Was there another one you said?
Yeah, I can show you the Ordinary National. I don't, and I had the details of the first year of the Higher
I
National.
wouldn't even know where to put my hands on my law degree. Do you still have my, I think I left it with you. I think I gave it back to you, my law degree.
What?
I think you have my law degree.
Maybe I have a file for each of you.
Yeah, I think I gave it back to you for safekeeping. This is recording. Let me pause the recording while you do that then. Okay, ordinary national certificate in engineering awarded by the foregoing institutions in conjunction with the Department of Education and Science. George B. Lawrence has satisfactorily completed an approved part-time course including scientific, technical, and general subjects at, I can't read that, something technical college, Bangor.
Carnarvonshire.
Carnarvonshire?
I think that is what they were called,
Okay.
but
And
it's
has
abandoned.
something the assessors appointed. So,
And the subjects are there.
and has and has satisfied the assessors appointed by the institutions in the following subjects of the final examination in the session 1965-66: mathematics, electrical engineering A, electrical engineering B, and physics. And in the top left-hand corner, it says something about engineers. Institution of Civil, what was it? Institution of Civil Engineers, of Mechanical Engineers, Royal Aeronautical Society, Electrical Engineers, Production Engineers, Chemical Engineers, Electronic and Radio Engineers, all of their institutions. Okay, so there you go, Ordinary National Certificate in Engineering. Thank you, Don.
Yeah, I have
You're good at record keeping to still have those on file all these years later.
yeah, I keep a file on that.
Okay, so I did want to continue asking you a few questions. Sorry, I'm
Huh?
not doing very well at keeping myself on camera.
What
Okay,
did you say?
I said I did want to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead.
So let's turn to family life a little bit.
Huh?